guys are going through.
From Manchester, New Hampshire, y'all make that noise for recycled percussion.
Hello friends, in case you weren't paying attention to that last clip, I want to draw your attention to the dude playing guitar. That's the guitar we're going to build today. And the other cool thing I want to share with you is the band that he's playing with and why they're so unique. Starting from humble beginnings, the band Recycled Percussion started here in New Hampshire, and they're a band with a mission. A mission not only to perform, but to also do great things for the local and national community by reaching out to the ill, the homeless, the disadvantaged, and the downtrodden by changing their lives in meaningful ways and giving them hope. After gaining national fame with their groundbreaking performances on America's Got Talent, Recycled Percussion became one of the most successful acts on the Las Vegas Strip for 10 straight years. They've performed more than 7,000 shows worldwide and have appeared on 40 popular TV shows, including the Grammy Awards, the Super Bowl, America's Got Talent, China's Got Talent, Kris Jenner, MTV Reality Rewards, and Comedy Central's The Gong Show. Then, in 2017, they created a 4-season TV show on ABC called Chaos and Kindness, winning 15 Emmy Awards, depicting their sometimes crazy and touching adventures about the people who have touched their lives and the lives of the people who they've helped. Chaos and Kindness has since developed a successful retail and lifestyle brand which promotes kindness, positivity, and mental health awareness. Wow. Let's get started. So, about that guitar. I'll start with a quick backstory. My friend Jimmy and I both worked for the same music chain about 18 years ago. He's a music teacher, and I was in the guitar repair department. Jimmy commissioned another far-off builder who shall remain anonymous to make a multi-scale 7-string guitar. The builder apparently ran into legal copyright issues and was forced to go out of business. Jimmy sent what he had completed. It was incomplete. I think Jimmy sent it back to him to finish it up later on, but I guess it sat around in the shop for another couple of years. Frustrated, Jimmy just had him send it back as it was. Fast forward to the present. Those years have passed, and Daddy's Junkie Music is history, but I'm still repairing in a new shop. So once again, here's the body. A fine-looking piece of tiger maple with a mahogany body. The neck pocket only had 2 holes in it. It had an extension tongue going into the neck pickup route. The finial on the butt, it's got an alembic fill lash kind of vibe to it. It looks like it was done in haste with a dull bit. I could see where he was going with it, but I felt it could be cleaned up and look more uniform and stylish, so I started drawing on it with my own ideas. The 3-piece maple neck also seemed to be made in haste as well. It had some finish on it, much of it had been sanded off. It had a squarish volute, a very thick faceplate. The headstock was pitched down about 5 degrees. Most tuners would have very little post showing. I needed to make some adjustments there, so that'd be enough PSI at the nut, which will be a 0 fret in this case. The neck contour was very chunky, awkward, with sharp, uncomfortable edges at the fingerboard. I reshaped the neck to address all these issues, including the volute, to give it a more elegant look and feel. I also added a veneer to the back to cover the tuner holes from the previous set. I made a V-shaped wedge from ebony, but decided it was too dark for contrast, so I made a new one from purple heart, like the fingerboard. Once I reshaped the neck, I planed the headstock veneer thinner with a slight taper towards the tip. There were no fret markers on the side, so I installed those as well. This guitar needs to be a shredder, so I think Stu Mac 150 wire will do the job. I'm going to nip the tangs off the ends, and I think it's a cleaner look. It also makes dressing the frets a lot easier, especially with these big fat frets. Also, I may want to soften the edge of the fingerboard as well, just a little bit more. The neck is just so wide, even for a 7 string. I've planed the fingerboard and recut the fret slots. Now I'm ready to install the frets using my fret press. When doing any fret job, I like to brush a little fish glue on the tang before installing them. I let the glue cure overnight and come back the next day. I find it greatly reduces the chance of frets shifting out of the slots when trimming the ends. You can just tell how nice and even the frets went in. Nonetheless, I'm going to level and dress and polish them because I want this to be absolutely perfect. This can be a tedious part of the job. It can be painful on the palm of your hand too. So, back to the body. I tested how it feels way up high on the fingerboard and found that the bottom cutaway bumped into the back of my hand. So I decided to reshape the cutaway to open it up. Then I reshaped the finial to look a bit more like the Taj Mahal, adding a little spire on the top. Then I cleaned up all the top and back edges with a 1/4 round router bit. Looks like I need a new router bit as well, but that's okay. I'm going to paint the back of the body black anyway. We toyed with the idea of staining the top black and then sanding it back to enhance the grain, but we voted against it. This beautiful top has enough contrast all on its own. I've already sprayed a sealer coat of Duquet and sanded it flush. Then I taped off the edges right up to the edge of the mahogany back. After that, I sprayed the back with a few generous coats of sandable 2K primer. After giving the primer a good final sanding, I sprayed the black base coat. Initially I sprayed the black and I did a thin black brush around the face, but I wasn't really in love with that look, so I sanded it back, and when I did that, I fell in love with the look of the nice clean edge. So I went with that. And when I sprayed the clear coats, the whole thing just came right alive. Beautiful. So here she is, in all her glory, all set up and ready to go. The green and black remind me of an Irish pub, fitting of its owner. I stained the neck with a nice aged amber and sprayed the neck with a matte 2K. A few weeks later, Jimmy was nice enough to get me and my wife into the Palace Theater to check out Recycled Percussion and see and hear my handiwork in action. Wow, what a show. Unbelievable. These guys are nuts. Before you click away, check out the clips I've tagged on the end here. I think you're going to enjoy it.